Hello everyone. This lesson is the continuation of cash discount lesson. Here our focus will be to calculate cash discounts or settlement amounts with partial payments. Partial payments arises when someone pays part of invoice during the discount period. The part that gets paid is subject to cash discount, right? Now the steps to calculate partial payments or cash discounts are: determine the last date of the discount period using the payment terms. Then compare the partial payment date with the end of the discount period and see if the cash discount is applicable or not. Third step is calculate the partial payment amount or the cash discount as required. The formula to calculate partial payment amount is, if we have cash discount amount that is in dollars, then we use first formula, amount to be credited minus cash discount amount, right? And if we have cash discount in percentage, that is in terms of D, then we use second formula to calculate partial payment amount, right? Here we multiply amount to be credited times 1 minus D. Let's complete this chart using the given information. Okay, let's do first row first. Okay, so here the date of invoice is August 8 and the payment terms are 2/15 and by 30, right? Let's draw the timeline first. Starting from August 8, we have 15 days to get 2% cashback or cash discount, right? Now, to calculate 15 days from August 8, what we do, we add 15 to August 8, right? That is August 23rd, right? August 9 is the first day of cash discount, right? Okay, so August 23rd is for the cash discount, which is eligible for 2%, right? After that, net amount within 30 days. Now 30 days start from August 8. Now we need to calculate the end date of net amount. Now starting from August 8, by the end of August, we have 23 more days, right? Because August has 31 days. Right? So August 8 and then 23 more days of August, and that is the end of the month August, right? We still have 7 more days because it says 30 days. So 23 plus 7 is 30. Now 7 more days of next month. Next month is September. So it is September 7. So the last date of net amount is September 7 and this period is eligible for net amount, right? Okay, now the date of partial payment is August 21st. Now the second step is to compare. August 21st is before August 23rd, right? So that means this amount is eligible for 2% cash discount, right? So here D is 0.02 because 2% is 0.02. Okay, let's do the calculations. That is the third step. Okay, so this is August 23rd. Now to calculate amount to be credited, we'll use this formula, right? Because we have D. Now D is 0.02. Using that value, let's plug in here. So partial payment amount is 420 equals to, we need to calculate amount to be credited times 1 minus D. 1 minus 0.02, right? Now this is linear equation in A. To get amount to be credited, we divide. So 420 divided by 1 minus 0.02, which is 420 divided by 0.98, and this comes out to be 428.5714. Consider the 4 digits after decimal, and then because we are talking about money, we'll round off only the 2 digits, right? Now here third digit is less than 5, so 7 stays as it is. So my final amount is 428.57 cents, right? Okay, so this is our amount to be credited, 428.57. Next, balance outstanding. To calculate balance, we subtract amount to be credited from amount of invoice, right? So 775 minus 428.57 is our balance amount. So this is 346.43, right? That completes our first row. Second row, again the date of invoice is 29th June, right? And the terms are 3 by 10 and by 60. It's ordinary dating. Let's start from June 29th, right? 10 more days. Now June is of 30 days, right? 30 days. So one more day of June, right? Then we still have 9 more days of next month. So next month is July, 9 days of July, that is 9th July, right? So credit period ends on July 9th, right? And the date of partial payment is 5th July, which is before July 9th. So this amount is eligible for cash discount, which is 3%, or D is 0.03, right? So here the date of discount period is July 9th. We need to calculate the partial payment here when amount to be credited is already known to us, right? So we'll use this formula again because D is given. So to calculate partial payment term, we'll multiply amount to be credited by NPF factor. Now amount to be credited is 91.84, right, times NPF factor 1 minus 0.03, and this comes out to be 89.08, right? So this amount partial payment is 89.08, right? Next, balance outstanding. This is again amount of invoice minus amount to be credited, right? So we'll subtract these two columns, 832 minus 832.90 minus 91.84, and this comes out to be 741.6 cents, right? Okay, let's complete third row. Here the date of invoice is November 15th and terms are 2 by 10 EOM, right? End of the month dating, right? So starting from November 15th, end of the month is November 30th, right? November has 30 days. Now this is the void period, right? We don't count these days. The actual date is November 15th, but we'll start counting days from November 30th because this is end of the month, right? Now 10 days from November 30th. November 30th is the last day of November, so December 1st is the first day, right? So this ends on December 10th, right? And this period is eligible for 2% cash discount. Now, the date of partial payment is December 5th, which is in this time slot, right? December 5th. So this partial amount is eligible for cash payment or cash discount, right? Let's calculate the amount to be credited. Now, amount to be credited is partial payment. Amount credited is partial payment divided by NPF factor, right? I'm just replacing this formula. Okay, partial payment here is 900 divided by 1 minus D. 1 minus D factor is 0.02. Let's plug in that value here. And this comes out to be 918.3673. Again, because we are talking about money, so this digit should be rounded off. So this is 918.37, right? So this value is 918.37 cents. And here the date is December 10th. Now the last column to calculate the balance outstanding. Amount of invoice minus amount to be credited will give us balance outstanding, and this comes out to be 513.63, right? Okay, this is our chart. So this is the final chart. Let's check your understanding now. Please pause the video for 5 minutes and complete this chart. Okay, here is the answer key. Thank you everyone.